When you see the double R's parked out front, you know exactly what it is. It's Live Aqua Cancun. This place is legendary. During its peak, this was the most famous hotel in the entire area, but over the years, its novelty has matured and its competition has increased. And I'm here today to find out just how good this hotel still is. I had a phenomenal stay in Punta Cana. I can't wait to check out this property. This is Live Aqua Cancun. Within a matter of minutes. Literally, it was the fastest check-in in history. A bellboy walked me up to my room, and I prefer this room in Cancun over the one in Punta Cana, which I never expected. This room is crisper, brighter, edgier, and more functional than what they were in Punta Cana. The see-through illuminated dual vanity features molten brown products, the creme de la creme, the best of the best. The water closet is offensively, egregiously oversized. It's larger than most hostels. And then the rain head shower is enormous as well, and there are molten brown products in there too. The beds are medium to soft. I'd rate them probably like a 6 or a 7, but the coolest thing about the entire bedroom setup is the illuminated acrylic artwork that spans the entire length of the bedroom and entertainment area. The minibar is average at best, but I kind of had the same experience at the Punta Cana location as well. The Nespresso machine certainly offsets that. And just in case it rains and you find yourself watching TV, it is absolutely gigantic, so no issues there. And last but not least, the balcony. It is triangular, it is private, and really, really comfortable out there. I was upgraded to a slight ocean view because of my Expedia status, and I'm able to see both the courtyard area as well as the ocean. Last night I was extremely tired, surprise, surprise. I just ordered room service and chilled. I ordered 2 things, the pizza and then the steak. The pizza was just okay, but the steak was notably better than what I had at Iberostar, and I thought that steak was fantastic. So I'm definitely looking forward to trying more of the food here. In fact, that's where I'm off to right now. We're just gonna ease into this trip. Tomorrow and the next day are gonna be so much fun. But as of right now, I'm off to dinner, and I'm thinking Mediterranean tonight. I had every intention of going to the Mediterranean restaurant last night. In fact, I was walking there, and on the way I passed Hidden Garden, and I immediately knew that is where I had to eat. I love that style, that tiki, that hut vibe just resonates with me. And just like lemon fish on my last stay at Paradisus, it's something I've never seen before at an all-inclusive. The restaurants at these all-inclusives just get mundane. They're so predictable. Square rooms, you know, you got your French, your Italian, your steakhouses, the menus overlap. It just gets really, really predictable. And last night was refreshing. It felt like an actual restaurant. It had a really unique vibe. And I had no problem finding really fun stuff on the menu. The appetizers were pretty good, but really the standout was the main entree. It was by far the most delicious. I'm now really excited to check out the rest of the dining here at Live Aqua Cancun. We will definitely be doing more of that later, but as of right now, it's time to explore this property during the day. I'm gonna get things started at the main pool.
I-16. Y I-16.
The live aqua pool was so cool. Probably the second best Cancun pool I've seen, right behind the Hard Rock, which is a tough pool to top. But the live aqua pool, I think, had maybe 4 or 5 pools altogether, 3 distinct areas. There was a general pool area, there was a sensational infinity pool, which had an overhang over the beach, awesome views into the ocean, and then there was a quieter, more serene pool area nestled away in the back. The cool thing about it is that because it did have 4 or 5 different pools, 3 distinct areas, it's a pool setup where you can go to multiple days. You're not going to get bored of it right away, which is really important at these all-inclusives. Apparently there is another pool area on site. I want to try to find that later in the video. After my pool day, I went to Starbucks, which is extremely uncommon at an all-inclusive. I think that's really neat. I double-fisted a couple cappuccinos, and then I went to the gym, which I pretty much had all to myself. As of right now, it's time to get on to my evening. I definitely need to put on a different shirt. It's formal dress code only. I'm headed to what I am told is the coolest and best restaurant on site, MB. All right, good morning. Trying to give you guys a bit of a view today. I am headed down to the beach momentarily, but before that, I should probably talk about MB, the restaurant, one of the coolest, most stylish, classiest, all-inclusive restaurants I've encountered. Just like Hidden Garden the night before, it felt like an actual authentic restaurant. Walking into it, you would never know you're at an all-inclusive, and I can't emphasize how rare that is, especially to get it 2 nights in a row. The place was exquisite, the service was excellent, the menu was appealing. I would say the food was a step down from how classy it was. The food just didn't quite match its ambiance, but still a really great dining experience. They even let me come back at 11 p.m. to get a couple cappuccinos before they closed. The Starbucks here closes at 10, and I thought that was just a really great touch. So really enjoying the dining so far here at Live Aqua Cancun. I'm gonna keep this momentum going. The sun is peeking out. I'm headed down to the beach. It is a red flag day today at the beach, and that's a sign you never want to see because that means that it is not good conditions. Perfectly sunny, yes, but the water is extremely rough. I'm told atypically strong. They say the waves are never this big, so that kind of puts a damper on the overall beach experience. I think that's why there's nobody here. If everybody was here, I still think this beach could accommodate every single person at this hotel. In terms of the size of the property, I've never seen so much seating. Sunbeds, day beds, lawn chairs everywhere. That's pretty cool. As of right now, I'm gonna pivot. There is a beach bar right here. I'm gonna check that out. I think there's a pool buffet as well. I'm gonna try that. There may be even another pool or two. I'm just gonna walk around and explore and then get ready for tonight.
I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna clap, clap, turn around, dance, dance, dance. I just wanna clap, clap, turn around, dance, dance, dance. I just wanna clap, clap, turn around, dance, dance. I just wanna clap, clap, turn around, dance.
The winds yesterday were crippling. Steady winds at 20 miles per hour, gust in the high 20s, and when wind is that blistering, it isn't enjoyable to be outside. Sand is actually being uplifted and blown. You're losing your personal items in the wind. Menus are scattered everywhere. I just tried to make the best of my afternoon. So I marinated at the beach bar for a little while. It was kind of tucked away back into a corner, kind of isolated from the wind. I had a drink there, and then I found the burger buffet. And I cannot believe I had this incredible of a burger in Mexico and at an all-inclusive. It was one of the best burgers I've ever had in my life, period. All the toppings and fixings are right there. I was able to make it just the way I wanted. After gaining 2 pounds instantly after eating that, I stumbled across the secondary pool. It's tucked away back into a corner. It's kind of by the last restaurant all the way at the end of the property, which is why I missed it on the first day. I think generally it's more of a smaller, relaxed, tranquil pool, but when I got there, there was a pool party. Now, the pool party was not as festive or energetic as you'll find at like a Ryu, but it was great to have a dedicated spot with a DJ and people looking to have a good time. Considering how disruptive the wind was, I actually had a pretty decent day. I spent some time at the beach, I found an unbelievable burger, and then I finished at the pool party. I was ready to go back, take a nap, and then hit the evening, but I happened to encounter a mixology class on my way back to the room. This mixology class featured infused tequilas. There were all sorts of different type of infusions. The cocktail of the day was a margarita. I was able to select my own fruits and muddle them. I was able to choose my own infused tequila. And most importantly, or unfortunately, I was able to make the drink as strong as I wanted. I did not hold back. I was extremely heavy-handed, and needless to say, I went back to my room, and after the burger, the heavy-handed margarita, and just a full day outside, I took a nap. Now the problem was I woke up at midnight. Because this was only hotel number 3, and because this is a marathon, not a sprint, I have 4 left after this, I just went to bed, crossed my fingers, and hoped for the best today. I woke up early with unbridled ambition to tackle the day. I stepped outside and the winds were just as strong as yesterday. After going through all 5 stages of grief, I gathered myself and again tried to make the best of this morning. I had a casual yet indulgent breakfast at the buffet, and because I missed out on the nightlife last night, I went to the lounge just to kind of see what it was all about. It is gorgeous in there with bold, sumptuous decor with the windows overlooking the entire property. Although I did not see a lot of people in there throughout my stay, it is a great place to relax and unwind with an evening, or in my case, morning cocktail. Before turning on the camera, I finished walking the property. And I do that sometimes, it's rare, but I do it when I'm just unsure about a property, when I'm torn. And I would have never expected to be torn about the legendary Live Aqua in Cancun, but the trip did not go the way I wanted, and I really want to make sure that I assess the hotel objectively from the weather. The quality of food is one of the most important things at an all-inclusive. The majority of people rank it above the beach and the pool in terms of importance. And although I would not label the food quality as elite, it certainly was top tier for an all-inclusive resort. Number 2, the property was unique. It all started my first night with that awesome Asian restaurant that was outdoor, kind of in a bungalow. When I went to the most luxurious restaurant, the magician came over and he took some time, I think maybe 5 or 10 minutes, to perform a few personalized tricks for me. I thought that was an incredibly unique experience. Although very common at American hotels, I can't recall the last time I've seen a Starbucks at a Mexican hotel, let alone an all-inclusive. And even though mixology classes are quite common at all-inclusives, this one was really, really special with the infused tequilas, the engaged personal attention, and just the overall experience. However, I am torn for a reason. It wasn't all paradise at Live Aqua Cancun. Compared to the Punta Cana location, the Cancun location absolutely lacked character. It felt more like a Miami Beach hotel than it did a Caribbean tropical resort. And although I did have some really memorable experiences, some really unique, which I just talked about, overall, for the legendary Live Aqua, one of the most famous hotels in the entire Quintana Roo region, I just felt it lacked a little bit of that it factor, that je ne sais quoi. So I'm gonna do something that I rarely do. In fact, I think I've only done this once or twice in the past. I am withholding judgment. I'm gonna commit to a part 2. I'd like to go back and fully engage the beach. I'd like to partake in some nightlife, and I would like to have one more dinner at a restaurant to get a full gauge of the property. And lastly, finally, and most importantly, I think that my overall experience at the property is going to be related to the price. The price and the experience are highly elastic. I stayed there for around $350 a night, and for that price, I think it's phenomenal. But I looked at prices a month or 2 down the road, and they are upwards of $600 or $700, and that would totally change my thoughts on the property. So I'm going to let this experience marinate, I'm gonna let it soak in, and I will probably take a look at it sometime again next year.